going to head down to Talisker Distillery.
Thank you.
Will do. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm going to pack up and head out to Applecross today. I just found this little place to pull over on the side of the road, staying on the cliffside. Can't complain with that. It was now day 19. I decided to hit the road early and continue my journey up the North Coast 500. Without much of a plan in mind, this morning was simply about taking in the scenery and seeing what I could stumble across on the road. Start this morning, but from what I can see through my foggy visor, the views are still absolutely breathtaking. The North Coast 500 hasn't given me a bad view yet. So I've just pulled up to Colkeen. There's a nice little beach here. It's a little bit off the North Coast 500. I've taken a little bit of a detour just to check out some mountains, which I couldn't really see earlier. I bought some salmon in Ullapool earlier for dinner, not really thinking that it's going to be simmering in my panniers for a few hours. So to avoid getting the runs, I'm going to have a bit of an early dinner just down here on the beach. The weather's nice at the moment, so I'll make the most of it with a little fry up. The Old Man of Stoer was my next stop. Stoer is a 60-metre high sea stack of Torridonian sandstone off the west coast of Scotland. It is a popular attraction for rock climbers due to its height and ease of access. It has been climbed for years, with the first ascent being in 1966. My plan for the afternoon was to find a wild camping spot for the evening. I had read it was possible to camp outside the grounds of Ardvreck Castle, a 15th century ruin that sits on the edge of Loch Assynt. Get some shots of it, and there it is, just up over the hill. Woo! Epic. Just turning around, I've seen that there's a bunch of campers down there by the castle, so screw it, I'm going to camp here for the night. I'm just going to find a little parking spot and probably camp away from them, but I might go and say hello a bit later. Might do the job. Just going to have a little look over this verge, see if I can find a nice patch of grass to camp on. Alright, we're good to go now. Got everything packed up, got the bike all locked up. Let's go set up camp. This is going to be epic. Well, Scotland just keeps turning it up with these amazing camping spots. I mean, how good is that? We've got the castle in the background, got a lake I can swim in. What more can you ask for? I'm going to go have a dip because I'm in desperate need of a wash. Just pulling over, I just want to make sure I'm actually going the right way, because I just took a wrong turn. Before, when I took off, I started going south when I'm supposed to be going north, so this GPS won't give me the correct directions on the NC 500 up to John O'Groats, so I'm just kind of following my nose, but I'll check my phone anyway. And yep, good thing I checked because I'm going the wrong way, so I need to turn off for the 894. Right, 2 wrong turns to start the day. It's only 9:30, so it's all good. Plenty of time in the day. Right, this is the way. Gotta go. Here we go. So I've just arrived at Smoo Cave. Apparently it is a cave formed from fresh water and seawater, so it's down on the coast. So I'm just going to drop down the stairs and go and have a look. Smoo Cave sits on the north coast of Scotland. The cave consists of both saltwater and freshwater chambers, which have connected through erosion over time. At 40 metres wide and 15 metres tall, Smoo has the largest sea cave entrance in Britain. The next stop was Puffin Cove, a lesser known attraction on the NC 500. Located on the north coast, it is home to a number of Atlantic puffin that burrow there from April to August. Having only witnessed a fleeting glimpse of a puffin for the first time in the Arctic, I was desperate to try my luck and get some photos of these amazing birds. Almost there.
Probably about 1,000 puffins.
1,000? Oh, awesome. I've been waiting for my opportunity to photograph them, so here's the spot. You sure? Thank you, mate. As it turns out, these little guys were extremely fast and a lot more tricky to photograph than I anticipated. The midday lighting was also harsh, which presented some more photography challenges. Regardless, it was fantastic to finally see so many of them in their natural habitat and observe their behaviour. After 20 days and 1,500 miles, I'd finally made it from Brighton to John O'Groats at the top of the UK. Taking a moment to relax and reflect on the trip made me realise just how amazing all the sights and experiences had been along the way. And to top things off, just over the hill were the Stacks of Duncansby, 2 towering rock formations that jut out of the North Sea. It is said that they have stood in this position for the past 6,000 years. In 1953, there were plans to blast the stacks in a nuclear weapons test, but thankfully it was called off due to the prevailing weather. I couldn't have asked for a more epic sight to top off my journey this far. My final day of the NC 500 was underway. The weather had closed in, so I decided to skip the sightseeing and power on down the east coast towards Inverness, where I had booked accommodation for the night. So I've arrived in Inverness and I've checked into my Airbnb. I've just spent the last couple of hours going around the shops, got some lunch, got some jeans and some new kicks, because basically I'm sick of wearing hiking gear and motorcycle gear. Tonight I'm going to head into town, go to the pub and watch the Euros, so the final of the football, England versus Italy. So looking forward to that, providing that I can get a seat somewhere. I'm going to spend the next 2 nights in this Airbnb, I've decided. Basically, I just need to rest tomorrow. The body's pretty sore. Even though the ride today was only 2.5 hours, that was enough. I'm getting to the point now where the body's just taking a bit of a beating and haven't had too many rests. So I think I owe it to myself. But yeah, it'd be good to just let the hair down tonight, have a couple of pints, have a good meal, and yeah, put the feet up.